It's time to tell my story and to tell you what the heck I'm doing here in Norway. I used to have three businesses: English offline school, English online school, and translation agency. Realized that I just completely changed my life, but awareness about this came a little bit later, of course. I had some savings from Ukraine, so I started to think what to do next with my life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been around 10 years I'm quite on YouTube, and around 5 years I'm quite on Instagram. Of course, I posted a little bit, but I wasn't really talking. Now we're talking. Or the slogan of my company, No Stakeri, which basically the same in Norwegian. And now I feel like it's time. It's time to tell my story and to tell you what the heck I'm doing here in Norway. So, for those who've seen me for the first time, I have to introduce myself. My name is Anastasia, and I'm a refugee from Ukraine. I used to have three businesses: English offline school, English online school, and translation agency. So, when I finally ended up here in Oslo, I realized that I just completely changed my life. But awareness about this came a little bit later, of course. I had some savings from Ukraine, but with Norwegian standards of living and cost of living, I understood that it might last maybe like for a few months maximum. So I started to think what to do next with my life. While I was thinking about this, I got tickets to the north of Norway, to Narvik, and it was a complete shock for me, of course. 2 days later, I was there. I had to stay there till my refugee interview will be completed and all my documents will be sorted out. So, yeah, I had already started learning Norwegian when I was in Oslo, but in Narvik, I tried to push really hard. So, I bought some audiobooks, I went to Språk Cafe, I did lots of exercises, read lots of chapters of Powai book. So, yeah, all my interviews were done and all documents sorted. And I finally moved back to Oslo in around mid June. July and a little bit of August was like exploring time in Oslo. And in the middle of August, my introduction program has officially started. And at the same time, I started also Norwegian classes in University of Oslo. And I started my project management studies in NLA University. So I studied project management in general and risk management, and it was like 1 year course. By the rules of the time, after 6 months of my introduction program, I had to find my Praxis Plus. In English, it's like internship. Normally, people get placed as a kindergarten assistant or people who work in the supermarket just to practice Norwegian language. But I was thinking, since I already studied in Norwegian university, why do not try to find something in this field already? And my first advisor, Nav, was a bit skeptical about this idea. She said that no one will give me this position as for the refugee, as for the foreigner here in Norway without good Norwegian language. But luckily for me, I got new Nav advisor, and she said, "Yeah, of course, let's try to make this." She helped me a lot. She helped me a lot, and she made me a list of companies where I can apply. And also, I had a contact with all Norwegians that I already knew here in Norway. So I had a contact with everyone I knew here in Norway. I sent lots of CVs, lots of cover letters, and after I've been chatting about my search with one entrepreneur here in Norway, he just called me and said that I have to stop all my search because he need project manager immediately to his company. So this is how my contract was basically signed within 3 days. So this is how I get Praxis Plus, and after 6 months, I signed a full-time contract in this company. It's actually a IT startup in real estate, and let me tell you, it was like really lots of work to do. The market actually was always shifting. And I realized that while real estate here in Norway is actually promising, sometimes it's super unstable. And you probably understand what I'm talking about if you saw any news from 2023, 2024. For those who follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this already, that I started again language school. They just keep following me actually in my life. But this time it will be a little bit more serious and complicated. And let me tell you a little bit more about this. Now we are working in three directions: is B2C, B2B, and B2G. My team is what I'm really proud of. I'm pretty sure that we are building something amazing together. We have certified psychologists, the best marketing team, and the most passionate teachers. I know how hard it can be to find really good teachers from my past experience, but now I'm feeling really lucky, really blessed that I'm surrounded by such incredible people. Right now in our school, we offer French, Spanish, and English lessons, both for group sessions and private lessons. Also, if you're a company and you have to relocate your team to another country, we also can help them to be more confident in the new country. And if you're a government agency focused on the refugee integration, we also offer training courses from 2 hours till maximum 25 people in the group. And we about topics which is really important for them right now. For instance, why learning languages could be so tough, or how being alone in a new country can affect your health. We are breaking down all these challenges for refugees, and we talk about the power of setting clear goals when you start fresh abroad. If you want to read more about these topics, you can check them by the link below in the description. So yeah, that was my story here. When I tell this story to people at now during motivasjonsuke, I usually get lots of follow-up questions, so feel free to ask me anything in the comments below. For everyone who stayed with me till the end, I prepared a little bonus. You can download it completely for free, and this is some sources that I share with people while I have talked enough. In this document, you will find some helpers if you study Norwegian right now by levels, also some useful apps, some tips if you want to start a business here or your startup, info about incubators and accelerator programs, and some questions like where to get financial support here in Norway for your business. And if you're interested in some particular topics, for example, like how to find a job, about learning the language, or start your own business here in Norway, you also have to comment about this because this could be my new video here. Yeah, this is my story so far. I hope you like it and I hope it was useful for you. I can't say that it was easy, and it's never easy to start in a new country, of course. But the one thing you have to remember that you have to make steps toward your dream every single day. And even the smallest steps will make a big difference in the long run. Believe me. And believe in yourself, of course. Ha det!